Hi, this is Ken Wolf from courtyardly.com, and I'm also the artistic director of Manhattan Repertory Theater. I'm here with artist and actor Carly Ameling, and we're going to interview her about her life as an artist. Hi, Carly. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me.
Great. Uh, can you tell me a little about yourself and your work as a creative artist?
Sure. Starting from my origin story, I am originally from Akron, Ohio. I was born and raised there. And I was lucky that I kind of got to try a bunch of different things, sports, gymnastics, diving, and then theater and dance. It really I also got lucky being born and raised in Northeast Ohio because we have a lot of amazing, theater communities there. And I was a part of them when I was younger. So grew up doing community theater and then ended up going to a performing arts middle school, performing arts high school, and then transitioning into college programs. Then I moved to New York to attend AMDA in New York and graduated in 2017 and have been here in the city for the past 7 years. So it's been awesome. Mainly focus on musical theater is kind of my thing, singer, dancer, actor. I also have some special skills in aerial hoop as well. So I'm a lover of the circus arts as well. Yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Nice. So you are a quadruple threat because it's
Yes, yes.
dancing, singing, acting, and the hoop, which is fantastic. Um,
Yeah, awesome.
I really admire musical theater performers because of that, because of dancing and singing and acting and putting it all together. It's it's remarkable. It's fantastic. I love it. So what motivates you to do what you do?
Absolutely. That's a great question. So growing up, I have a younger sister. She is adopted internationally from Kazakhstan, and we have two incredible supportive parents. But because of my sister's early age, living in an orphanage before she came to the US, that kind of caused some trauma with development and that kind of thing. So our childhood was challenging in some ways, and I was able to kind of find my safe place in with the arts. So it really helped me. I mean, adolescence in general is challenging for any person, any child. And, what motivates me is to give that back to my younger self and all the younger selves out there that kind of need that escapism, that kind of magic, no matter what's going on in their life. So that's why I like to share it.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful. I love that. I know myself, I got so turned on to theater in high school, it changed my life. It changed the
Mhm.
direction of my life. It transformed, where I was going, and I thank God for it, and it just keeps going, love for it just keeps going. It's one of the, in my experience, the greatest thing on this planet is the performing arts. It's wonderful.
Absolutely. I agree. It's healing, it's empowering, it's just part of our beings. And, to be able to be part of that and give it to others, I think is just so impactful.
Yeah, it's great. So now you sing, you dance, you act. What what would be your dream project? If there was a project that was like the perfect thing for you, what would it be?
That is a great, great question. I kind of feel like right now we're in like a pivotal moment in the performing arts. I mean, there's a lot of changes. We really haven't, there's a lot of going on ever since the pandemic. So I have a lot of ideas of what a perfect, project would be. But I've kind of started to think about, you know, wanting to be part of something that also backs up my core values as well, or goes along with something that has been part of my journey. So, like I said, adoption or the foster care world, it'd be cool to do a project that kind of involved in that, or something completely different where you have kind of a more immersive experience. We're starting to see a lot more of that. And adding some circus arts in there, why not? Really marrying the two, musical theater and circus. We've seen a little bit of that with like Paramore on Broadway and different things, but I don't know. It's just kind of, it's a time to get creative. It's a time to maybe start writing my own stuff. I've also kind of thought about that too. Yeah, but I like working on new works. I like bringing new stories to life, and that's something that I'm really going to try to get involved in more things like that in 2023.
That's great. I too love bringing stories to life, and I think every actor should have their own one-person show, so that when they're not working, they can be doing that. And I also think it's one of the most challenging and most exciting things that you can do, because it's really self-contained in some way. There might be a stage manager and lights, but still you're totally responsible for the performance. And there's something like, I've done a number of my life and the best experiences of my life, exciting, scary, and wonderful. But I invite you, if you have a story to tell, just tell your story, because it's one of the things that I've been learning is that everybody's unique story, if they tell it truthfully, is universal, and people watching it will affect them. The more specific you are on your story, it's uncanny.
You just never know what goes on behind closed doors or what goes on in here. And everybody has that. And there's always, no matter what your story is, someone out there can connect to it.
Yeah.
And I think that is, it's good. Bring it
And
out to the world. We got to hear it,
well, we need connection now more than ever. And theater fosters community in terms of the cast, in terms of the audience, in terms of the connection between the two. And I think now, because of the pandemic, we're so kind of disjointed and angry and frustrated. We really do need the arts more than ever, because they tell stories that go in the back door, and people change because of it, just from the energy from an actor also. I think it's super great. So how do you see yourself working with courtyardly.com? What are your experience of that?
Yeah, well, it kind of ties right into what we were just talking about, community connection, really needing to lean on one another. And I think what's special about this resource is that it's global. I think a lot of times it's easy as artists to kind of get stuck in this, okay, it's my journey, I'm grinding on my own, I'm doing this, I have this path, but we sometimes forget that it's a community of artists. There's people out there to help us and to inspire us, and all over the world. And I think that is so important. So yeah, with like my new ideas of maybe starting to write my own story, or I can reach out to people that I was like, oh, we have this in common that's written on their bio, like let's connect. Why not? You may be in a different part of the world than I am, but we have Zoom for that. So I think it kind of opens up the possibilities of what connection in the industry is and how we can work together. And I think that's really, really awesome.
Yeah, I love that. I totally love connecting to the world. It's one of the things that happened for me in the pandemic. I reached out, and so many people reached back to me, and we did all this playwriting work and film festival work, and it was just fantastic. Just talking to people from all over the world and different cultures, and Courtyardly is great because that's part of their mission, is to connect artists globally. And it's a big mission, and it's really fun, and also it's going to have resources for people. So it's super, super fun. So this is my favorite question. What's next for you?
That is a great question. Well, I do have something kind of fun coming up in December. I'm going to be doing a Charlie Brown Christmas at Woodstock Playhouse. So who doesn't love, the peanuts during the holiday season, of course. So I'm looking forward to that. And I really enjoy doing TYA shows as well. It's a lot of fun. So doing that in December, and then, currently just grinding away, auditioning for as many things I feel that I'm right for, and hopefully something will start landing for 2023. But yeah, it's great. It's a great time of year.
That's great. Thank you so much for coming on and being interviewed. I really appreciate it. I wish you the best of luck in all of your creative endeavors. Just keep going, you know, just keep going, make the choice, do your show. I'll come see it. Do it.
Yeah,
It's a great thing, and dance and sing and do hoops and do circus skills in it.
all
Whatever.
the things.
Yeah, just put it all in there, which is great. But thank you so much.
Thank you so much.